Hey, what's up, y'all? Back with another video. The topic of discussion for this one is AI in gaming, and how do you feel about that? Now, me personally, I don't like AI because it's stealing jobs from a lot of people in a pretty tough financial climate already. Artists and animators have always been screwed over. Like it's really bad for them already. Like, before AI, before the introduction of AI, they got lowballed. You know what I mean? They didn't really get paid their worth. It was a lot of bad practices and a lot of negative work environments surrounding both of those fields before the introduction of AI. And now I feel like that's just going to even further devalue the jobs. Now, with that being said, I do feel like it's a bit different for the smaller developers in these smaller animation studios, because it kind of reminds me of the piracy argument. If I was never going to be able to buy the game, if I was never like able to afford the game, are you really losing money? If I can never afford you and now I'm just using AI, am I really taking someone's job away? And it's like, that's the thing that's kind of interesting to me, because there's a lot of smaller indie developers that are using AI for like cutscenes and animation. And it's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, as somebody that played a lot of indie games, I'm gonna tell you right now, most of the time they just won't have animation, they won't have cutscenes, they won't even have still pictures sometimes, because they don't have the money for an artist, they don't have the money for an animator. And it's like, is this cool? Like, is this okay? Because it's like, I don't know, for me it kind of feels like a gray area. And this is coming from somebody that personally does not like, I hate AI. I do not like AI even the slightest bit, but it kind of does enhance the experience, because as someone that's played through an indie game that has no type of cutscenes, that has no type of, visual illustration, it's nice to actually see that now. And even though it is kind of, the quality of AI is kind of, yeah, you know what I mean? But it's still a lot better than nothing. And it's like, I don't know. To me personally, I feel like this is okay, but the thing is, I understand that it's not going to stop there. If an indie game does it and it works well for them, a bigger studio is going to do it, and it's going to basically just spread out from there. But I will admit, I absolutely hate to see bigger companies use AI. Like, you see like Disney using it, you see Marvel, even though they are Disney now, but you see people like that actually using it, and it's disheartening, and it's disgusting in my honest opinion, because they have people on staff that can do a better job. That's where I feel like the big differentiator comes in. It's like, it's people that don't have it versus people that actually have it, and they're choosing to go with an inferior product because it's cheaper, versus not having it at all. You guys let me know what y'all think in the comment section. The example I used for this video, I'm not entirely sure that's AI. It looks like AI to me, but he hasn't explicitly said it, so there's that. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all on the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
Sensation. Righteous flames will cleanse the earth of your kind. I'm burning.